Hey there, photographer friends. Do you want to get your business name out there without spending any money? Yes, we do too, and I'm here to help you do that today. My name is Rainsford with Rainsford Photography, and here on our channel, we are all about growing confidence for you, the wedding photographer. We have run a profitable business for over 5 years without spending a single dime on ads. So today I'm going to walk you through 5 tips that you can start implementing today so that you can get your name out there, grow your business without spending a single dime. Running a business is super hard work. You cannot expect to put all of these things in place and start turning profit immediately. When you open a business, it's going to take lots of grind and many months to see some profit back on these things. So while these tips are $ free, they will take time. So keep that in mind as we walk through, but I know this will help you grow a profitable business if you are consistent. Okay, tip number 1. Make your website as clear and user-friendly as possible. Now here's what I mean by that. When we visit other wedding photographers' websites, I cannot tell you the amount of confusing messaging that I see when I open up their website and I don't know where to go. I don't know where to click if I was a potential bride. I don't know where to see all of the galleries that you have recently photographed. It's very confusing and sends mixed signals to your potential bride and groom. I want you to have a website that is clear and user-friendly so that when your bride and groom visits your website, they want to book you. Every great wedding photographer website has 4 key elements, and here's what they are. The first thing that you want your website to have is a great, captivating homepage, which has a clear call to action, which is to book you as their wedding photographer. The second part that you want on your wedding photography website is an experience page. Now this experience page will walk your bride and groom, your potential bride and groom, through all the different parts of your wedding experience and what they can expect along the way, as well as a section that your potential clients can read about the clients that have already booked you, your past clients, and their experience with you, so they have confidence booking you as their wedding photographer. Okay, the third part that you want on your wedding photography page is a blog that serves as a landing page for all of your past weddings that you have photographed. This will serve as a gallery for your potential bride and grooms to look at, to see what your style is, to see how you photograph, bride and groom images, all those kinds of things, and to have confidence as they move forward in booking you as their wedding photographer. Last but not least, you want a contact page where your potential bride and grooms can inquire with you. Okay friends, tip number 2. Make sure that your social media matches the feel of your website and the branding across both pages are consistent. When you open up your social media pages, you want them to feel like an extension of your website, but in a more personal way. One of the greatest compliments a bride has ever given us was this. When I went to your website, everything was very clear and I knew exactly what I wanted to look at and where I needed to go and everything in between. But then when I went to your social media, it felt like a personal extension of your website. And that is when I knew I could trust you and I wanted you to be our wedding photographer. I say this because it's a lot of work to make both sites consistent and to make everything flow and feel the same, but it's worth it because you're teaching your clients to like, know, and trust you from the very beginning. Tip number 3, lean into your referrals. When we first started our wedding photography business over 5 years ago, we had no social media and we had no website for people to trust us. So we just had to really lean on personal referrals as bride and grooms were coming to us. Today, our still number 1 driving force for booking bride and grooms is referrals. Even though we have a great website and a strong social media presence, people trust referrals. So when you book a bride and groom, make sure they have a great experience with you so that they are ready to shout your names from the rooftops and send all their people your way. A little PS, referrals don't just come from brides. Vendors refer you, moms refer you, bridesmaids refer you. Therefore, make sure that everyone on their wedding day has a great experience with you, not just the bride and the groom. Tip number 4, guerrilla marketing. This is an easy way for your name to get out there without costing you a single dime. So here's what we do for guerrilla marketing. When a client's gallery is completely finished, I send them the images and then I let them know that I'm going to send each vendor that we worked with on their wedding day the exact same gallery. And in that email to all the vendors, I say something like, use our images. Use them all over your website, use them all over your social media, but if we could ask one thing, please don't use a filter, and also please tag us. Now this gets our name out there because then when other vendors use our photos on their website and social media, people will say, I love that photo. Who took it? And they're able to look and see our name pop up right away. So this is a completely free way that you can get your images out there and spend no money at all. Okay friends, tip number 5, shoot every wedding as if it was $1 million wedding. Now, every bride has a different budget. We all know that going in, there's gonna be a varying level of details and things to shoot as far as things that are exquisite or maybe mundane, and that is just okay. Shoot every part of the wedding day exquisitely and as if it cost $1 million. So as we go through the wedding day, I also want you to think about things like being kind to every single vendor that you work with, making sure that you know people's names and that you call them by their names, that you get to know vendors along the way. This will go back to all the referrals that we talked about earlier in the video, people getting ready to shout your names from the rooftop because they loved working with you and they were excited about your company and all that it represents. The last thing I really want to say about this is when Ryan and I leave the wedding day, we make sure that we go to all the vendors we worked with, call them by name, and thank them for their hard work. And then last but not least, we go and we thank the parents. Because the parents are the ones that just experienced something really grand. They just married off their daughter or their son, and it's a really big day for them, and most of the time, no one really thinks about them or thinks about telling them goodbye. So we want to set ourselves apart. We want to call them by their names. We want to thank them for everything, and we want to tell them goodbye and let them know that we had a great day with them. Okay friends, so there you have it. 5 ways that you can market your business for free starting today. I hope you loved this video. I hope it served you and gives you confidence as you become a confident wedding photographer. If you have not already, please subscribe to our page. It helps us so much, gives us a wider reach, and gives us a place to share more education with you and other aspiring wedding photographers. Like this video, leave us a comment, and let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you again soon. Roll the intro.